today's video, we're going to talk about the subject of chemtrails. And besides this speech from CIA Director John Brennan with the Council on Foreign Relations, it was earlier this year during the summer, that he made this unique and really strange speech about stratospheric aerosol injection, fancy term probably for chemtrails. And also at the end of this video, I'm going to pull up what I shot with my phone, which is almost a daily occurrence around where I live, where you can obviously see the streaks in the sky, the haze coming over the sky, and quite frankly, it hasn't been a clear blue day in forever. And I also travel around the country and see this not only where I live, but also in other parts of the country. So I'm going to play the speech, and then I'm going to show you the footage that I shot first thing this morning.
Another example is the array of technologies, often referred to collectively as geoengineering, that potentially could help reverse the warming effects of global climate change. One that has gained my personal attention is stratospheric aerosol injection, or SAI, a method of seeding the stratosphere with particles that can help reflect the sun's heat in much the same way that volcanic eruptions do. An SAI program could limit global temperature increases, reducing some risks associated with higher temperatures and providing the world economy additional time to transition from fossil fuels. This process is also relatively inexpensive. The National Research Council estimates that a fully deployed SAI program would cost about $10 billion yearly. As promising as it may be, moving forward on SAI would also raise a number of challenges for our government and for the international community. On the technical side, greenhouse gas emission reductions would still have to accompany SAI to address other climate change effects, such as ocean acidification.
Well, I'm going to stop right there because he talks about other things they want to do to reverse this climate change. But it sounds pretty good. It sounds cheap. Sounds like something that's a good cause. My question is, why are they keeping it a secret if it's something that they deny all the time? When people say, are these planes shooting out this chemical and making these chemtrails, this SII, stratospheric aerosol injection, whatever it is, they're just saying that it's just dispersed from the plane naturally, even though there's a ton of things that go into the air. And we can see right here, we have two. I think there's a third over here, and I'm actually catch the plane up here that's flying and spraying this out, and you can see it disperses and gets wider throughout the video. So I'm going to play this with no sound. My reaction to it was just like, wow, it's hazy all over the place, and you can see remnants of past flights and the streaks and the patterns. They're even above these chemtrails, no other way to put it, but you can see how hazy it is and how there's patterns throughout here and even across here. And then these start to disperse and get wider. And I was just trying to pan back and forth, and now I'm going to end up eventually zooming in right there on the plane, which is obviously spraying this material as it flies through the sky. And you can see even on close-up inspection of the sky how hazy it is and how that starts to widen and disperse into the atmosphere. And even earlier in the day, there were earlier flights where it was doing it before the sun even came up. And I know that the patterns on the left that I've shown back here, right here, is at least partially or mostly from those flights and started to spread out, because you can kind of see right here it's starting to widen and become a layer in the sky. So, it's pretty interesting. I've seen it for a while, and I know there's been even classified information that's been declassified or found all the way back to the 70s and the 80s. There was something in England where there was a flood that they were convinced was weather modification. This is just another part of it. So it's been around for a while, but if you're watching content like this for the first time, I find it interesting, not only the footage that I can shoot, like I said, almost on a daily basis, but the fact that the CIA director is bringing it out in a speech on the Council of Foreign Relations when they meet, and he ended up talking about this quite openly, and nobody really in the mainstream media or anywhere picked it up. So pretty interesting stuff. I find footage like this all the time, and I'll be happy to share it with you more often. But this is I'm just really fascinated by these chemtrails and why, if it's such a great cause and it's so cheap and it's supposedly reversing this quote climate change, why they're not openly discussing this with the American people or the people of the entire world, I should say. So make sure to subscribe to the channel, please. Make sure to comment. I love reading the comments. Thank you for interacting. Everybody's so interactive on each and every video. Also, like and share this video with your family and friends. If you do go black, today's Black Friday. So if you go out for Black Friday, please be safe. And remember, Cyber Monday, you don't even need to leave the home. And don't buy things you don't need. That's a whole nother video for another time. We live so far outside our means. We should really just be thankful for what we have. It's pretty amazing that Thanksgiving, we're thankful, and the next day we try to trample each other for $300 off a big screen TV. But that's a video for another time. So thank you guys. God bless you, and see you in the next video.